Happy New Year, everyone, and thanks for watching Simon Fraser University men's basketball on Clan TV. I'm Howard Samura from varsity-letters.ca. So happy you could be with us today as we get back into the GNAC men's basketball season. The holidays behind us, that means it's full steam ahead with the rest of the GNAC basketball schedule. Having won 3 straight games to end 2018, the Clan hosts a talented St. Martin's team tonight in the West Gym. We'll have more on the visitors in a moment, but first a quick recap of how Simon Fraser ended the calendar year of 2018. Clan playing its first 2 GNAC games in late November, early December, picking up a split on the road in Oregon. The Clan fell, as you can see, to the Western Oregon Wolves 72-58 before bouncing back to earn a thrilling 81-79 victory in Portland over the Concordia Cavaliers. Simon Fraser then returned home to Burnaby Mountain to host a pair of local Canadian teams. The Clan first topping the Langara Falcons 110-60 on December the 18th. They followed that up with a dominant 127-75 win over the U Sports squad out of Langley, the Trinity Western Spartans. That game taking place here at the West Gym on December the 30th. Simon Fraser enters tonight's contest with a 7-3 overall record and 1-1 in the conference. And the team will look to build on their strong start to the season tonight by hosting a St. Martin's team led by head coach Alex Pribble. The Saints come into the West Gym riding a 7-game win streak, and their 9-1 record puts them at the top of the GNAC standings entering the week. 2-0 in the conference with wins over Central Washington and Northwest Nazarene. The team followed that up with a pair of non-conference victories, first on December the 7th against the Evergreen State College, convincing 94-57 victory, following that with a 76-59 win over Dixie State on December the 18th. St. Martin's won both meetings against Simon Fraser last season by scores of 82-66 in Lacey and 85-63 right here in Burnaby. Some breaking news we can bring to you as we get set to start this game. St. Martin's will be without the services of Luke Chavez today, the 6'3 guard, the junior out of Woodacre, California, South Puget Sound Community College, the GNAC preseason player of the year. Scratch, we don't know the nature or the extent of the injury. Although I think based on what we were hearing in the pregame shoot, it's something they kind of knew heading in that Luke Chavez wouldn't be playing. Nonetheless, what a talented St. Martin's team. Ranked number 21 in the coaches poll, ranked as high as number 11 just a few short weeks ago in the media poll. Nationally, we're talking for D2 men's basketball. So this St. Martin's team coming in here tonight, one of the top-ranked teams the Clan has faced over their entire NCAA tenure. So a quality foe here and a real great test for head coach Steve Hansen and company to jump right back onto the rails here as we get set for the 2019 portion of this GNAC men's basketball season. We already know the starters here tonight. We'll run through those in the minutes we have leading up to the anthems and the opening tip. It's going to be Chandler Reddix, a 6'2", a senior guard out of Apple Valley, California, the transfer out of Kentucky Wesleyan, one of the starters today. Jordan Kitchen, he will function as the man in the middle at 6'7". He's a 6'7", 220-pound junior out of Seattle Prep. A key guy for them in their 4-guard look. Rhett Bearlocker as well, a 6'4" guard, a senior out of Missoula, Montana. As well, they will start E.J. Boyce, a 6'2" guard, a redshirt senior out of Boise, Idaho, and a transfer out of San Jose State Division I men's basketball. The guy drawing into the lineup, I believe, B.J. Stanley, the 5'9" guard, the sophomore out of Benicia, California, and he'll play a starting role here today with Luke Chavez out of the lineup. For the Simon Fraser Clan, a familiar group here for head coach Steve Hansen. Othniel Spence, the team's leading scorer, the 6'1" junior guard out of Markham, Ontario, will get another start, as will the veteran, the junior out of London, Ontario, and the transfer out of Lake Superior State, the 6' guard, Michael Provenzano. As well, the newcomer, the freshman out of Thetford Academy in Montreal, he's really opened some eyes here. Wilfred Bellotta, the 6'4", 200-pound guard who can bring it physically and has such a great touch shooting the basketball as well. He's been playing at a premium pace, and head coach Steve Hansen telling me yesterday the kind of guy that you could consider in the early going as one of those candidates for GNAC Freshman of the Year. What a start Wilfred Bellata's had to his Clan career here. We'll also look at the two guys in the front court. One of them, number 15 out of Charles Best Secondary in Coquitlam. That's Graham Miller, coming back off the ACL injury last season. The 6'8" guard forward, 220 pounds in his sophomore season as well. The big name, the transfer out of Santa Clara University out of St. John's, New Brunswick, and that is Julian Roche at 6'11". And the Clan will see if he can be a big difference maker today as they take on the nationally ranked St. Martin's Saints. So much to talk about as this Clan group evolves, but I think the big thing to watch here tonight, I wrote about it on varsityletters.ca. You can check out the full story there. The amount of three-pointers that could be generated in this game if both teams live up to the preseason rep really could be fascinating to watch. The two teams have the combined, the top two most made three-pointers in the GNAC combined in their conference and non-conference games heading into tonight. St. Martin's averaging 28 threes a game, and the Clan averaging about 25. So head coach Steve Hansen of the Clan asking him for a key to the game here today, obviously limiting shot opportunities for the St. Martin Saints, and I think the defense and slowing tempo and transition will be key for both teams in this game. And Coach Pribble on the other side for St. Martin's has got the same chore to worry about with his group. We'll see what they can do as they get set here to meet this Simon Fraser Clan team. Get ready for a barrage of triples. It should make for exciting basketball. That said, let's look at the guys in the middle in Kitchen as well for St. Martin's and Roche for Simon Fraser. What kind of difference can they make in terms of finding mismatches? And is a guy like Graham Miller ready for a kind of a breakout game here? Can the Clan, with the two bigs and the three guards, find something that works for them early? It's going to have to be focused for the entire 40 for this Clan team if they want to pull off a big upset here today against nationally ranked St. Martin's out of Lacey, Washington. Of course, St. Martin's a foe, a longtime foe of the Clan, going back to the NAIA days. You can go back to the days of Stan Stewartson, of Jay Triano, of Scott Clark, of all of them. St. Martin's, a big-time foe for the Simon Fraser Clan over the decades, and now resuming that rivalry here at the D2 level. We're down to about 20 seconds to go, so we will take a short pause for the playing of the Canadian and American national anthems. Upon completion, we'll be back to once again go through those starting lineups as we take you to tip-off here on Clan TV. Howard Samura back with more in just a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the visitors, St. Martin's University Saints, and your Fraser University Clan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and please remove all caps for the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
And that Clan TV camera so fittingly showing the Terry Fox banner hanging here at the West Gym. Terry Fox, of course, a national hero and former Simon Fraser University student athlete. And his spirit, of course, living on here atop Burnaby Mountain. And the Simon Fraser clan can use a lot of inspiration tonight. They are facing one of their toughest foes this entire season. It's going to be nationally ranked St. Martin's University. I'm Howard Smurra. Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast, our first of 2019. A shout out to our producer, Gabriel Lynn, and everyone on our Clan TV crew. Thanks for representing here in the first early days of January as we get set for a big basketball game here in the GNAC, Canada's, well, the only NCAA team not residing with a U.S. address, and they are the Simon Fraser University Clan. The starting lineup now being introduced to a nice crowd here at the West Gym. Neil Spence wearing number 0, leading this team in scoring. At 16 points a game being introduced to the crowd. Number 10, Wilfred Bellata, the freshman out of Montreal. What a big start he's had, as we mentioned. Graham Miller with some fans in the house here from the Tri-Cities area. Of course, that great high school career at Sir Charles Best in Coquitlam. And battling back from that injury last season. Mr. Energy out of London, Ontario, it's Michael Provenzano wearing number 20. And finally, the big man, the transfer out of Santa Clara, Julian Roche, and we're getting set for basketball. Greetings along the Clan TV network, wherever you may be joining us. And a shout out to all of those in Lacey, Washington watching. We hope you enjoy the broadcast here today. As Simon Fraser looking to make a mark in the GNAC, and what better way than to pull an upset early in the season. It's going to be a very tall order, though we did mention Luke Chavez, the preseason player of the year in the GNAC, out with an injury, a scratch today, along with Logan Rooney. And we'll see how the St. Martin Saints make up for the loss of one of their top players. This team with a cadre of talented guards, all surrounding their man in the middle, 6'7", Jordan Kitchen. It's Roche getting set for the opening tip against Kitchen, number 11. Of course, Roche, a game changer here for Simon Fraser, but the Saints will win the opening tip, and we're underway here from Burnaby, British Columbia. It's Boyce to Bearlocker, number 15, to number 11, as we mentioned, Kitchen. Baseline drive and kick, moving it around and finding the open man. Number 22, E.J. Boyce, knocks down the triple. And we talked about the number of threes. Both of these teams, the top 2 in made three-pointers in the GNAC this early season. So look out for the rain of threes. The Saints taking 28 a game, the Clan 25 a game. Clan's first triple off the mark there from Spence, and the loose ball chased down. Quickly down the floor come the Saints, a drive right to the basket in transition. The end one is not there, but the whistle will blow, and foul being called on the play against Provenzano of the Clan. So stepping up will be B.J. Stanley. 5'9", 185, a sophomore out of Benicia, California. And he will make the first a 3-0 lead here, or 4-0, check that rather. St. Martin's with a 7-game win streak, of course conference and non-conference included there, as Stanley makes them both 5-0 early. Miller down the floor now, quickly fumbling the exchange with Bellata. It's a turnover early. And right down the floor, here they come for a lay-in, and it's going to be a jam at the rim by Kitchen. And the Clan in a bit of an early pickle here. 7-0 to score. They've got to adjust to superior pace, tempo, and aggressive defense being shown here early by St. Martin's. Another turnover away from the play, the foul being called. Miller being called for the foul there, so Simon Fraser gains no traction here with the first minute and 16 seconds. They are trailing 7-0. St. Martin's ranked number 21 in the NABC coaches poll nationally, coming in here with an imposing start to this game and a 7-0 lead. Station dribble, reverse look is going to work underneath, and a great basket there from Stanley. Stanley, the guy drawing into the starting group here. Chavez not playing tonight, and he's been impressive. 9-0 now the score early. Provenzano looking for entry, and again, this time the call being against Roche down low. Simon Fraser needs to take a collective breath here and know they can play their style of basketball here early on without creeping in with the effectiveness of St. Martin's there in the half court. Fouls coming away from the ball. 9-0 the score here, and St. Martin's in black with the lead and the basketball. Drive and kick to Kitchen. Jump stop in the paint. Roche guarding him, and just enough to deny him underneath, but a loose ball scooped up here, and a jump shot is going to fall. That's Chandler Reddix. He knocks it down, and it's 12-0. Well, there's going to be a timeout on the floor here. Simon Fraser needs to talk things over, and we can let you know that the Simon Fraser women have made a miraculous comeback at the half. They are tied 28-28 at Anchorage against the Seawolves, and we were watching that game earlier before we tipped off here, and Simon Fraser looked absolutely lethargic in that game. At one stage, I thought they were down maybe 18-6. So that's a massive run by Simon Fraser, head coach Bruce Langford and company, to come back and tie that game at the half. We'll have live cut-ins, courtesy of our producer Gabe Lynn, throughout the course of the evening. Potentially a bit of play there to watch at halftime as we follow Simon Fraser women. But the present-day pickle is right here in the West Gym, where Simon Fraser trails 12-0. The game barely underway, 2 minutes and 19 seconds in, and they have scored 12 unanswered points, have the St. Martin Saints. And already the Clan backed up against the wall. Clearly teams don't get ranked in the national top 25 by accident. The St. Martin's team, as we mentioned, with a 9-1 record, 2-0 in the GNAC, and have won 7 straight basketball games. A very, very guard-oriented group. They're missing their GNAC preseason player of the year in Luke Chavez, but they are undaunted. They are getting things done here. Simon Fraser needs to value this possession. Here's Provenzano looking to penetrate, kicking it now. Miller down low, and Roche into the paint. It's going to get stripped by Kitchen. And here comes Reddix down the floor. Chandler, the quick pass on the entry to Boyce. EJ. Bearlocker over to Stanley. Bearlocker's driving, kicking. Reddix now, as he cuts through the paint, the whistle blows again. And that is going to be Provenzano, and that's going to be Mike's second of the game, if I'm not mistaken, here in the early going. Indeed, it is the second foul of the game for Provenzano. No sub stirring on the bench until we see now Jordan Muir-Kyung, number 5, the senior out of Seattle, off the bench. So a bit of adversity here for Provenzano early. The jumper's not going to fall there for Boyce. That's a freshman right there. Ball's going to stay with the Clan. Balata facing a quick double team, so aggressive. Talk about the energy these guys bring. Roche is going to take a seat as well, so a new look in there now for the Clan, and it's going to be number 22, Jasdeep Singh, the sophomore out of the Delta Secondary, plays high school ball with the Pacers, transfer to Northwest College. Certainly saying they've shown the ability to knock down the triple. Besides bringing that big size. Here's entry to Miller. Quick entry on the block, and it's going to be the first foul of the game. Chandler Reddix, the first foul of the game on the Saints. 12-0 to lead. The Clan haven't even gotten a sniff around the basket. They will inbound the ball here. Muir-Kyung with 20 on the shot clock. That is a statement block off the inbounds there by Kitchen. Quickly, Stanley, the no-look to the corner. Back up Barlocker to Stanley for three. Bingo. Knocks down the triple, and it's 15-0. What a start by the St. Martin Saints. They deflect the inbounds, get right down, move it for the three, and just knock down the cold-blooded three for a 15-0 lead. Here's Singh with the basketball. Has a mismatch, but a double team comes quickly, stepping through it. But he's going to get called for the offensive foul. The Clan cannot dig their heels in the least here. They're doing everything they can to gain traction, but they're continually sliding back here. Take a look at your replay here as Singh takes the pass, tries to play through this traffic, and gets called for the offensive foul. Great look there from our Clan TV crew. 15-12 the score. 15-2, check that. Here's Reddix driving to the basket. He will lay it up and in. Chandler Reddix, he is a senior on a transfer from Kentucky Wesleyan. There's Singh with a three ball, won't go. Courageous attempt to rebound the basketball by Stanley. There is some gutsy play here. 17-0. Wow, it's been all St. Martin's. We'll be back with more from the West Gym in just a moment. And we were tied for all of 11 seconds off the opening tip. Howard Samura back with you here on Clan TV. What a start by St. Martin's. And you can look at the way the Saints have gone, 6 of 8 from the field. But the big story here has got to be as much that the Simon Fraser Clan have only gotten 2 field goal attempts in 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And that is the statement St. Martin's has brought here to Burnaby Mountain. Simon Fraser 0 of 2 from the field. The leading scorers in this game with 7 points. BJ Stanley, 5 for Chandler Reddix, 3 for Boyce, and 2 for Kitchen, and that's been the damage here. 6 of 8, and the Saints in black with the basketball. There they go in the half court. They are stirring up a storm here. Reddix with the lay-in makes it 19-0. I honestly cannot remember in the Clan's NCAA era getting off to a start like this. Even in the tough years, there's a basket. The first of the game, and I thought that was a mistake on the scoreboard early. But Simon Fraser finally getting something to work in the half court. 19-2. They need to just take it possession by possession. There's a 3-ball contested, but it's gonna rip the mesh. What a shot there from number 22, E.J. Boyce. 22-2, a 20-point lead, and it's taken 5 minutes to get there. Looks like Bryson and Bongani Moyo will check into the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Coach Steve Hansen looking for some answers here. Fans, stick with us here at the half. We're hoping to have a tradition of obviously guest analysis, and that's going to come courtesy of the new assistant coach here with the Simon Fraser Clan, and that is Mr. John Curcio, who will hopefully join us here at the break as the players come off the floor at the end of the first half of play. Right now 14:37 left in this opening half, and it's been all St. Martin's. Muir Keung to Singh. Tough shot, and he's going to hit that shot. Great job there to knock down the jumper against Red Bearlocker. So 22-4. Right now, looks like Othniel Spence is the only Clan starter on the floor wearing 0. Here's a drive by Reddick's. Great dish underneath the kitchen, and he is going to go up and under and lay it up and in for a 24-4 lead. Clan maintaining that 24-point advantage, or that 20-point advantage. Check that, a whole slew of new Saints set to check in at the next stoppage as well. Simon Fraser taken up behind the woodshed in the first 5 minutes of this basketball game. Shot there from Othniel Spence off the mark. As we mentioned, Spence coming into this game as the leading scorer for your Simon Fraser Clan, averaging over 16 points a game. .1 points per game. We take a look at the replay here as Singh knocks down the tough shot. And he is a shooter, he brings the length, and it's going to be great to watch number 22 get accustomed to Clan colors here during the course of this 2018-19 GNAC season. St. Martin's with the basketball now, turning a corner into the paint, getting stripped by Spence and Muir-Keng, and Othniel will lead it right down the court. He goes right to the rack. Just can't get the roll, and a missed opportunity there for St. Martin's. Caden Smith, number 4, newly checked into the game, is going to take a jumper here, a 3-ball, and Smith can't find the roll. You know that head coach Alex Pribble will try to get his bench some minutes here, but if the Clan do start to threaten, you know that the slew of starters will simply shuttle back into the game. Ooh, Singh the turnaround. Bryson able to corral it to Muir-Keng. Jordan underneath, turnaround. That's a shot that, boy, that's a shot Jazz Singh can hit, and it's a miss there for number 22. Boyce back on top to number 10, Jared Matthews. Matthews now, he'll take the 3, and he's going to rattle that one home to make it 27-4, the 23-point lead, the largest of the game here for St. Martin's. Saints coming in hot, ranked number 21 nationally. And as we said, the winners of 7 straight games heading into tonight. Here's Bryson. He's going to dial from distance, can't get it to fall there, and the rebound ripped down by Tavian Henderson, number 21. Henderson crossing half court now to number 4, Caden Smith. Ooh, close to a travel there, and they kick it back out. Ooh, an awkward looking 3, but it's going to rip the mesh. Getting in on the party there, Tavian Henderson, the 6'5" sophomore out of Vallejo, California. It has been an absolute onslaught from distance here early for St. Martin's. Here's Spence driving into the paint, putting a shot up and getting the roll there. 30-6, and Simon Fraser wants, I thought that they had actually called for time. They're not going to get it here. St. Martin's, of course, will be in Bellingham to face Western Washington on Saturday. Seattle Pacific Falcons in Bellingham tonight to face the Vikings. Will be up here for a 7 p.m. start Saturday. Hope you can join us on Clan TV for that one as well. And a timeout called here by Simon Fraser. We'll keep it here over the break. What a start by St. Martin's, and you knew this team was loaded, and here they came, and what a huge start they got off to. St. Martin's, that lead was 17-0, now 30-6. It's been all Saints as the Clan dance team taken to the floor here at the West Gym. We'll run through some of the numbers with you. 30-6 the score. Largest lead, 26 points by St. Martin's. For the Saints, the leading scores, and it's been quite balanced. Chandler Reddicks was 7 as well, the same number for BJ Stanley. 6 points for EJ Boyce, 4 for Jordan Kitchen, and 3 apiece for Jared Matthews and Tavian Henderson. 6 of 8 from downtown for St. Martin's. They are averaging, as we said off the top, 28 triples a game they're averaging, and they've taken 8 already. They're on pace to top that tonight, but it's the efficiency to which they are getting the job done. They're shooting 75% from beyond the arc and 11 of 14 overall. As they build that commanding 30-6 lead, the Clan shooting 3 of 10, 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. The Clan without a trip to the free throw line thus far. And their leading scorers all with 2 points apiece are Othniel Spence, Wilfred Balata, and Jazz Singh. Bongani Moyo, number 13, staying on the floor. Provenzano with the 2 fouls checking in for the Clan as we approach the midway mark of this opening half of play. Provenzano, shot clock down to 15, catch and shoot, bingo! Great job on the medium range by Othniel Spence as he knocks it down 30-8, but a huge mountain to climb. Simon Fraser needs to just concentrate on one thing, that's this possession, that's getting a stop if they can against this immensely talented St. Martin Saints basketball team. There's another 3 being hoisted off the back iron. Singh gets a fingertip on it, and Jazz with a good job there underneath the board to get the ball back to the Clan. Here's Provenzano, hesitation, driving in, and Simon Fraser in transition, getting the job done. The foul being called against the Saints, and Provenzano will head to the free throw line for the first free throws up this game for Simon Fraser. Julian Roche as well, number 35, set to check into the game. The foul being called against Chandler Reddix. That's his second foul of the game. Reddix in those goggles will take a seat. So Julian Roche now with a 1 foul to check back into the game, took a seat, saw what was happening, and he can be a difference maker as Provenzano knocks them both down, now down to 20 points. Remember that biggest lead at 26. Explosiveness of the 3-point shot exploited to the max here by St. Martin's. This time they'll go inside out. Again the 3, it's going to go off the front iron. I believe that was Stanley with a miss. Spence now, he'll put up a 3 ball. He will knock it down, Othniel Spence. And let's remember, the Clan had the highest 3-point percentage among teams in the GNAC heading into this game. They can shoot it as well. But this great ball movement from St. Martin's, the dribbles, the inside-out looks they give you, and the efficiency to which they play this game makes them such a tough out here on Burgundy Mountain tonight. That was Boyce to give to Stanley. Stanley into the paint. He doesn't get the roll, but he is going to get chopped underneath the basket. Take a look at your replay here on Clan TV. Great job here from Othniel, dialing it up and knocking it down. The Clan needs their leading scorer in the game, 16.1 points per game over this 7-3 start. For Othniel Spence, both he and Moyo chatting with assistant coach John Curcio. BJ Stanley at the free throw line knocks down the first. A couple of subs now back into this game. They are number 15, Rhett Bearlocker. And I believe that was number 11, Jordan Kitchen coming in. Efficiency. St. Martin's is efficient from the arc, but also efficient from the stripe. Here's the Clan back out to Spence as he falls down. Can't get the 3 to fall, and that one is going to go off of Moyo, and it'll be St. Martin's basketball. Clan need to get Roche going inside. He can be a difference maker for them. Can hit the 3 ball himself, but really has the mismatch to himself down low. St. Martin's, of course, will not allow that comfort zone for Julian Roche on offense. Stanley the handoff. Boyce. Stanley wanted to step back against Bryson. Great skip along the baseline. Fading, tough shot, high arcer from Boyce. Won't go, and Roche with a rebound. Provenzano. Oh, and he is going to get a nice shooter's roll there. And they will call that a 2. His foot was on the line. A tough break there for Mike, but what a great job. And he is a terrific shooter. So disciplined in the craft as well. Michael Provenzano knocking it down high. Archer won't draw iron there for Barlocker. Turnaround shot, it's gonna go, and they find the look they want from the big man down low. And the old school turnaround classic jump hook from Julian Roche makes it 32-17. Plan gaining confidence with every possession here, but dug a huge hole to begin. As we mentioned, down 17-0 at one point. Barlocker going to the basket. Roche there quickly. They kick out to Stanley, not in rhythm and not able to knock that triple down. But what hustle there from Brett Barlocker. He chases down the loose ball, recycles the possession with 7:08 remaining. Wilfred Bellotta, number 10, set the check in for the Clan, as well as Jordan Muir-Kyung at the next stoppage. Great move there by Kitchen. Decisive. Giving up about 4 inches down low, but able to put that quick turnaround move to good use there. 17-34, check that, 34-17. So the deficit right now at 17. And the Clan put a run together. Here's Spence into traffic. He gets hacked underneath. And Barlocker is going to get called for the foul underneath, I believe. Brett Barlocker, 6'4", 200-pound senior out of Missoula, Montana, Hellgate High School, getting called for the foul there. There's a timeout. We'll keep it here. And thank you again for joining us here. Our first broadcast of 2019 on behalf of our producer, Gabe Lynn. Thanks for watching us here on Clan TV. Could let you know as well that today's game being live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it, of course, at athletics.sfu.ca/MBB live. But the on-demand available as well. athletics.sfu.ca/on-demand. And live stats as well, athletics.sfu.ca/live-stats. It's all there for you. Unless you prefer to come down live, and that's where it is always best, and you can purchase your tickets to Simon Fraser men's basketball home games online. Visit athletics.sfu.ca/tickets to buy yours today and save $2. Of course, admission free for all SFU students and staff, and parking is also free for fans 90 minutes prior to the start of every varsity sporting event here on campus. Visit our website for all the details. 6:37 remaining in the Simon Fraser University Clan. There was a 2x4 that swung and figuratively knocked them cold to start this game. St. Martin's with a 17-0 lead, and now have a 17-point lead at 34-17. So the Clan regrouped. They took a collective breath, but not before getting taken out behind the woodshed here on Burnaby Mountain in the early going by the St. Martin Saints team, ranked number 21 nationally. Othniel Spence now coming out of the timeout, stepping up to the free throw line. Talked about efficiency, and what St. Martin's is doing. They are not letting you leave any points on the floor. You pay for everything you don't take here on the floor. Spence 1 of 2, because this Saints team shoots the heck out of the basketball from distance, but they also do it from the stripe. That's why they are the highest ranked GNAC team in the Western region, why they're ranked in the top 25 nationally. They're showing you everything here tonight. Without their preseason conference player of the year, Luke Chavez. Here's Barlocker. Swinging it around, getting it back to Barlocker for the 3. It's not going to go, and the Saints, relatively speaking, getting a little more frosty from downtown. So the foul being called against Kitchen. 4th team foul here. That is Kitchen's first foul of the game. As we mentioned, the team's 4th. Here's Bryson inbounding to Bellotta. Quickly back, Provenzano wide open, and Mike's gonna knock it down. And that's a big triple for Mike Provenzano, doing great work here. after coming off the bench after taking those 2 quick fouls. The number 20, an emotional heart and soul leader for this Clan team, just knocked down a big shot there. Clan cutting it to 13, but Stanley is going to step up, and he's been huge in this first half for the St. Martin Saints out of Lacey, Washington. I don't believe St. Martin's has missed a free throw. I think they're 6 of 6. They're shooting 50% from beyond the arc, so they are maximizing their opportunities here on the basketball floor, and that's a sign of a great basketball team. Again, our greetings from Burnaby Mountain to everybody out in Lacey. Thanks for joining us here on Clan TV. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Mira Kiang quickly underneath to Julian Roche off the window, and the big man smooches it home. 36-23 the score. A drive-in kick back, and the whistle blows. And the foul being called against Simon Fraser's Michael Provenzano, and that's a big one. Mike gets his 3rd foul of the game. Let's take a look at the replay here as Clan with the basketball, finding the big man, moving to the basket, and that's how Julian Roche can be an explosive weapon for the Simon Fraser Clan basketball team. But if you're a Clan supporter, that is tough. Michael Provenzano showing you what he can do offensively. Knocked down the long 2, followed with another triple. And now picking up that 3rd foul of the game, 5:21 from the break. He's got to take a seat. Bearlocker doing his duty from the stripe. So just as the Clan were starting to breach that huge lead, St. Martin's watches as Simon Fraser picks up a key foul, and they also go to the line and knock them both down. Perfect 8 for 8 from the stripe. And that old axiom about the mental state of a basketball team depending on its proficiency from the free throw line, certainly proving true here for St. Martin's in this opening half of play. There's Bellotta. He's going to clang one off the iron. Expecting to have assistant coach John Curcio join us here immediately following the end of this opening half of play, and Bellotta's going to make the second. 24 points for Simon Fraser now, 38-24, the deficit at 14 points. Simon Fraser has recovered, but the energy to expand to make up this golf is going to be huge, and especially if St. Martin's can keep doing that. The big man for them right now, 6'7", Jordan Kitchen steps back and he knocks down a triple of his own. 41-24 the score, now a steal. Kitchen gets in the passing lane, but a great job there from Bellotta. This is a freshman out of Montreal, Quebec. Look at the body on this kid, 6'4", 200 pounds. He kicks. And Jasdeep Singh can't knock down the big triple there, the former Delta Pacer out of Ladner. Great move here from Boyce against Mira Kiang. Can't get it to go, and the loose ball scooped up by Bryson, leading the attack right back down the floor. Cross-court pass, Bellotta, NBA 3 off the mark there, and one and done. This St. Martin's team has not given up offensive rebounds to the Clan here in this opening half of play. Graham Miller now, number 15, has stepped up to the minor officials table to check in at the next stoppage. Unbelievable. It's tough luck there for Bellotta. He gets tangled up and he's going to get called for the foul there. And when this team shoots free throws at the pace they're shooting them at right now, any mistake you make is literally giving this team 2 points. Especially this guy here, BJ Stanley. He's been deadly. And it will continue for St. Martin's. What a job they've done. The preseason favorite in this conference is living up to all the hype, all the rankings, everything you want to put, without their conference player of the year preseason selection. Luke Chavez scratched before the game due to an injury. For head coach Alex Pribble, now in his 4th season in Lacey. Bellotta with the basketball. Took a long three from that very location. This time on the floor and takes the physical punishment underneath. I believe Kitchen's going to get called for the foul. We'll see what happens here. And indeed, Kitchen will pick up his second. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. 3:47 from the break. Simon Fraser showing some nice fortitude, but trying to make up this huge gap. A tough one here right now at 43-24. We'll take a look inside some of the numbers here. Simon Fraser shooting 9 of 19, 47.4% from the field. But the big numbers countered by the visitors from Lacey St. Martin's. 13 of 24, shooting 54.2% overall, but the big one, 7 of 15, 46.7% from downtown as well. 10 of 10 from the free throw line. And look at the little guy, BJ Stanley, 8 for 8 from the stripe. He leads all scorers in this game with 13 points for the Saints, 9 points for Jordan Kitchen on 4 of 5 shooting, including that triple he just knocked down. 6 points as well for E.J. Boyce. For the Simon Fraser clan, Othniel Spence, no surprise, leading the way. He's 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, 3 of 8 overall, 8 points to lead all clan scorers. In both points and minutes, 14 of those logged in this opening half. 7 points for Provenzano, who is battling the fouls tonight with 3 and on the bench. As well, 4 points for Julian Roche, 2 of 2 from the field. Looking at some of the other numbers, 10 assists on 13 made field goals certainly stands out by St. Martin's. They share the ball, and we talked about efficiency. You can put any kind of number on it, they are a thumbs up in that department. Here's Bellotta at the free throw line.
One more.
Making them both, and a good sign for Simon Fraser there. The deficit continues to remain that 17-0 or 17-point lead, and we keep referencing that 17-0 lead to start the game here. It might have even been 19-0. Apologies, I don't have the running score in front of me. You do or may know. There's a missed three from Bearlocker, but they get the rebound again. Recycle the possession with 3:26 remaining. Stanley, the man of the hour, calling out the signals at the top. Go to Bearlocker, back to Stanley. BJ, the drive and kick, intercepted and hitting the deck there, trying to save it. Number 15, Graham Miller of the Clan, but not there in time. It'll be St. Martin's basketball. A great crowd out here at the West Gym. Nice to see everybody in the BC basketball community out early in the new year to check out some great NCAA basketball here atop Burnaby Mountain. Here's Boyce. Great look underneath in the reverse. Is going to get put back home right there by number 21, Tavian Henderson. Simon Fraser. They find the answer there. The Clan have played terrific basketball to recover and get back a semblance of themselves as a basketball team here since that early debacle in the first few minutes. Miller is sacrificing the body there. He's crashing to the pine. But looks like Miller's going to get called for the foul. No. Excuse me, St. Martin's foul. And that's going to go against
Hey, 1-on-1, high hand.
Jared Matthews, number 10, getting called for the foul, his first of the game.
One.
Graham Miller sporting that support on the left knee. Of course, an ACL injury wiped out his season last year. So great to have the big man back this year as he continues to develop at the post-secondary level here for the Simon Fraser Clan. jumper here. Bearlocker can't get it to fall. Roche with a nice job there. A big rebound for the big net. Very quickly, the Clan right down the floor. Spence, tough shot, fading. Can't get it to fall, and the rebound ripped down there by Stanley. Bearlocker saving a pass there. Stanley will reset at the top for St. Martin's. A little hesitation into the paint against Othniel Spence, and a block by Spence. He swats that ball out of bounds, and the heart of a lion there from Othniel Spence. One of the great early plays we've seen in this basketball game by the Simon Fraser Clan on a defensive standpoint. Spence refusing to give up on the play. Ooh, with a man in his face and the shot clock winding down. Shot clock violation called as Bearlocker gets it off. Great defense by the Clan. The lead down to 15 right now, and basketball karma following the Clan there. If the effort play of Othniel Spence leads to the shot clock violation, Clan basketball and a chance to cut this deficit to 13 with 84 seconds left in the opening half. Catch and shoot Spence, the whistle blows, he can't get the roll, but the foul being called against Boyce, and if it looks to be true, that would be 3 free throws. So indeed, 3 free throws coming up now for Othniel Spence. Gani Moyo to check in for Simon Fraser. As well, Chandler Reddix, number 5, who is part of that hot start for St. Martin's, also set to check in. Spence has made his first 2. I hope you'll join us. We are expecting Clan assistant coach John Curcio to join us immediately following the end of this opening half of play. John Curcio, one of many first-year coaches on this staff. And great job there for Othniel Spence. Off makes all 3, and it's a 12-point lead now. But right back to the free throw line, Moyo gets called for the foul, guarding Chandler Reddix. Both of those guys waiting at the minor officials table to check in, and Reddix took it right at Moyo, gets the foul, and this incredible free throw shooting display by the Saints will continue. And I believe that's 11 of 11 from the free throw line now. Nothing really disrupting the process of St. Martin's here. What a start they've had. And they'll knock them both down, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. What a job by St. Martin's. Simon Fraser, I would say, has played some pretty darn good basketball after going down early, yet the efficiency of the Saints team seems to be able to dwarf everything Simon Fraser brings onto the floor. So credit to the Clan for playing great basketball, just you can't get off to a start like they got off to tonight against a great team like this. Underneath, can they get the score? They do. Underneath does a great job there to score the basketball to cut it to 12 points. This is a victory for Simon Fraser based on the start of the game. And if you join us off the start, saw them fall 17-0 in the early going. Great job posting up, can't get it to fall there. That was Jared Matthews with his back to the basket. I believe they're 12 for 12 from the free throw line. So can Matthews make it a clean 14 of 14 from the stripe? Nope, he does not. He misses the first. That's the first free throw miss of this half with 35.8 seconds left. They went 12 for 12 before Matthews missed, but they'll start another streak right there with a make. And the lead now 13 points with 34 seconds left. Singh spinorama move in the paint, and just Singh, what a move from the big man. Encouraging to say the least to cut this lead to 11 points. St. Martin's will call for time. Simon Fraser building up some mojo here. Take a look at the replay here on Clan TV. Spence down low, and look at that spinning move from Singh. A great move to lay it up and in. And to let all our viewers know, an interview, as we mentioned, with John Curcio, the first-year assistant coach of the Clan, will cut straight from that right back to Anchorage, Alaska, the Alaska Airlines Arena, where the Simon Fraser Clan women's team made a huge run to pull into a 28-28 halftime tie with the Seawolves. We'll pick up action there. (58-45) in the fourth quarter I'm getting, and I'm assuming is that Anchorage with the lead? We will get to that quickly. Exactly, Anchorage is pulled back on top, but you get a quick look at that. 11 seconds left here. St. Martin's with the basketball, and this will be the biggest defensive stop if the Clan can stop them. There's that three ball, though. It is so deadly, and there it goes again. Bearlocker with the triple, 51-37. So the lead, 14 points. And that was not an easy tide to try and turn for the Simon Fraser University Clan. Check.
It's all been a dream I stand next to Howard.
And it's a pleasure to be joined by first-year Simon Fraser assistant coach John Curcio. Coach, your thoughts on that? That took a heck of a lot to come back after the start that St. Martin's had. Just talk about what happened to start and what happened for you guys to get back in this game.
Well, they did a really good job, and I mean, obviously, getting out to a big lead is demoralizing. But I mean, the guys clawed back, and we got it to a respectable number, which was our goal. Try to get it to 10 by half, and we almost got there. But we competed, and it's just a couple adjustments we have to make at halftime.
Just talk about this Clan team and the fortitude and the character you've seen in them early in your time with the team.
Well, they're great kids. They work really hard, and and I expect us to come out after this half and just get after it. We're going to go down swinging.
All right, thank you, Coach. Appreciate the time. John Curcio, the first-year assistant head coach, joining us with some thoughts as the Clan try and claw back. You heard that. They're going to go down swinging, and we'll get to see that as the game progresses here. We're going to take a short break here, and as promised, switch you back to Anchorage, Alaska, for live cut-in action from Simon Fraser's women's game against the Anchorage Seawolves, right here on Clan TV. I am back. You bet. Yeah, bring me on. And welcome back, everybody, to the West Gym. Howard Samura here at Clan TV. And as you studied your monitors over the halftime break, of course, seeing Simon Fraser's women's team in action in Anchorage against their old rivals, the Seawolves, and a game of ups and downs. Simon Fraser rallying at the end of the first half to play themselves into an unlikely tie, but Anchorage turning on the Jets here in the second half. The Clan again battling, but down by 17 points. And thanks to our producer, Gabe Lynn, for this live cut-in look at Alaska Airlines Arena. Alaska with the ball. They are wearing white right now. The Clan in their road dark uniforms. Of course, Simon Fraser's women's team will be back in action in the cozy confines of the West Gym. And January and February, Clan TV, the place to be. Thursdays and Saturdays, Clan men's and women's basketball from the GNAC. So it's going to be fun to see what happens. We're so early in the season right now. Yeah, as you look at that clock, you can see we're down to the final 40 seconds of play. So Anchorage, what a great job they've done here to rediscover their potency in the second half. Simon Fraser expended a lot of energy to get back into this basketball game at the half. And Anchorage, who we'll see here later in the season at the West Gym, along with the Fairbanks Nanooks as well, the two Alaska teams, travel partners, and certainly a fun part of watching NCAA basketball here at Simon Fraser University. Anchorage on their way to a victory here, 69-52. Back to the West Gym now, and time to look at some of the numbers from that opening half of play. Simon Fraser, and you heard assistant coach John Curcio tell us at the break, they'll go down swing and they are ready to play a tough and determined second half here, but they trail by 14 points against a top 25 ranked NCAA Division II team, number 21 St. Martin's. 51-37 the score, leading the way, BJ Stanley for the St. Martin Saints with 13 points. 9 points for Jordan Kitchen, as well 9 points for Chandler Reddix. On the other side of the ledger, 11 points from Othniel Spence to lead the way for Simon Fraser. Spence 4 of 5 from the free throw line as well, included in that Wilfred Bellotta with 9 points. 7 for Michael Provenzano, who has 3 fouls. 4 for Jazz Singh as well, another 4 for Julian Roche, the big man, who's 2 for 2, but would love to get going here in the second half of play. As we get down to action here, Bellotta gets right in the paint. Eye to eye with that rim, just can't get the shot to fall underneath. And you're looking at number 10 on your screen right now. Look at the frame he brings. That is a pure freshman out of Montreal, checking in at 6'4", 200 pounds. And you see the foot speed there. What a great job Bellotta does to keep Reddix off his game. But Reddix, hard to keep down. Here he comes again. 2-on-1 to break the numbers. The skip to Stanley underneath, and the contact will send BJ Stanley to the free throw line here in the opening 31 seconds of play. Provenzano right in front of our broadcast location here, chatting with the head coach Steve Hansen. Provenzano, right when he was getting going, picked up that third foul. A tough break for him, having to head to the bench, but he's got a fresh start here in the second half. BJ Stanley at the free throw line. Clan going with their starters. Othniel Spence wearing 0. Michael Provenzano wearing 20. Wilfred Bellotta wearing 10. Number 35, rather, Julian Roche down low along with Graham Miller, number 15. Brett Barlocker, number 15. Number 20, BJ Stanley for the Saints. 11 is Kitchen. Reddix, number 5. And number 22 is EJ Boyce. They're your starters as well From the opening half of play, Luke Chavez, preseason player of the year in the GNAC scratch tonight for St. Martin's. Roche with a big offensive board underneath. Haven't seen a lot of offensive rebounds. But Roche gets one, he picks up the contact underneath. Simon Fraser had one offensive rebound in the opening 20 minutes of play. They get one in the first 48 seconds, and you can bet they drummed that one home. They talked about it over the break. As you saw there on the replay, getting the contact underneath and getting to the free throw line, number 35. Julian Roche, the Santa Clara transfer. For Santa Clara, first and foremost in the minds of BC basketball fans, the alma mater of Steve Nash. Here's Roche again, this time with a miss. Miller tipping from behind, can't get it, goes right to Barlocker and into the hands of Stanley. Barlocker to Boyce, guarded closely. Stanley will skip on the baseline. Turnaround move to kick out the Kitchen. He drives and dishes. Ooh, and a nice job there, but the whistle a little late, but it's going to be likely on Othniel Spence getting called for the block underneath. So Spence now with his third. So Provenzano and Spence is starting backward for this Clan team, each with 3 fouls. As we get past the opening minute of play here in the second half. So navigate that one. That's a tough one for the Clan right now, who want to play all out. Barlocker backpedaling after he knocks down the free throw. 54-38 our score, Provenzano. Stanley guarding him quickly, the ball in the hands of Othniel Spence, working off the screen from Roche. Julian setting himself up down in the paint, out to Provenzano, working off the Miller screen high. Roche guarded at the top by Barlocker, the handoff play. Balata, shot clock down to 9. Feeding the big man on the wing, the turnaround shot, oh, just off the money there for Julian Roche. Stanley, change of pace, dribble back up top. Long jumper from Barlocker is going to swirl in and out. Don't give up that rebound if you're the Simon Fraser Clan, but they do. They recycle the possession to Stanley. Chandler Reddix with the basketball. Underneath the baseline, double team comes quickly, imposing for the Clan, but Stanley, the ball reversal. Reddix back up top, looking for the best shot. Boyce with a man in his face. Good job there from Provenzano defensively, and Mike now leading it back up the floor for Simon Fraser. Provenzano squeezes it. Calls for Miller to set the high screen. And they're going to call the foul on Graham Miller, setting the screen down on BJ Stanley. So charging off the bench comes Jazz Singh. Jasdeep Singh, as we mentioned, the 6'8" sophomore out of Ladner, British Columbia, the Delta Pacer, and the transfer out of Northwest College. Is an enticing package for Simon Fraser. Has some nice size, but also great face-up skills shooting the basketball. Here's Reddix, who will change the pace up top. Kitchen with a 3-ball. He's off the mark there, right into the hands of Spence, who leads the break 2-on-2 down the floor. Provenzano thought about the pull-up 3 instead. Balata will take it. Ooh, rolling off the iron. A nice rebound underneath from Roche. And the foul being called there on Barlocker. It's his third of the game. They will very quickly send in Tavian Henderson. So Barlocker with 3 is going to send Henderson. Will come in. He's been a very effective sub, bringing his length in off the bench for Barlocker. And he'll get a tough one here as he is set to guard. No, he's not. They're playing a bit of zone underneath. I thought maybe he would just man up against Roche on the inbounds. 17:08 remaining. Keep this deficit at 16 points. Reddix cross-court pass to Stanley. You'll have to watch that Stanley play basketball. Cross-court pass to Kitchen, back up top to Chandler Reddix. A lot of space on the floor here as they look for Boyce. Shot clock down to 8 for EJ. Dribbles to the center of the court, now to Reddick's little floater off the window goes, and Chandler Reddick's, and that is precision surgery on the offensive end in the half court by St. Martin's. They run down the shot clock, and they're all about the finish at the end. Here's Spence pulling up for three, can't get it to go, into the hands of Boyce. And here they come charging on the court with Reddick's picking up the tempo, or rather Stanley, no look pass back up top. Catch and shoot for Boyce, and he knocks it down. Simon Fraser wants time, and it's all St. Martin Saints again. In the early going here, 3 minutes and 45 seconds in, and it's a steady diet of ball movement and execution for St. Martin's out of Lacey, Washington. 59-38 is the score. I can let you know that our next Simon Fraser University basketball broadcast here on Clan TV will take place on Saturday at 7 o'clock when the Seattle Pacific Falcons come calling. The Falcons tonight battling in Bellingham against Western Washington, but they'll make their way up north for the Saturday 7 o'clock game. Hope you can join us for that Clan TV broadcast. Seattle Pacific, a team Simon Fraser has been able to find some success against. And we'll see what the Clan have in store, but first the remaining 16 minutes and 15 seconds here, and is an opportunity for the Clan to leave nothing on the floor, to see what they can do against the team right now that is the kingpin of the GNAC, St. Martin's Saints. Talking to fans at halftime about this St. Martin's team, the first thing they say, man, that team can shoot the basketball. And that is a compliment of the highest order when you're talking about an entire team and how just the will of their ability to shoot the basketball can just create an energy that is so imposing. St. Martin's with their great ball movement, and just their ability to knock down jump shots, what the game's all about. So simple, but yet so difficult to tame here for Simon Fraser. Provenzano with a basketball now up top to Bellata. Here's Spence. Dribble there by Othniel. Finds the open man, Provenzano. Mike can't knock it down. Big rebound by Singh. Love the way Singh plays. This guy gets a big rebound, takes it right at the Saints. Quickly, St. Martin's wants a timeout here. We'll actually take a short break here and be back with more of the second half from the West Gym in just a moment on Clan TV.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
And welcome back, everybody, to the West Gym atop Burnaby Mountain. Simon Fraser University men's basketball here today on Clan TV. 59-38, St. Martin's wearing their road blacks in the lead here, coming out of the timeout. Simon Fraser basketball. Spence to Provenzano. Roche now on the wing. Kicks quickly to Bellata for the catch and shoot. Doesn't go, right into the arms of Kitchen for the rebound. Simon Fraser now 0 for 6 from the field to start the second half of play. And that free throw shooting machine continues for St. Martin, 16 of 18. They are efficiency exemplified today. Everything they do maximizes every motion on the floor. St. Martin's, what a basketball team. You can take your shots at them, they absorb the punches, and they come back themselves with more of the same. Here's Singh with the basketball. Provenzano. Spence loses the handle. And it's scooped up there by Caden Smith. Big pass, home run pass down the floor. The kick for an open. Boyce, he misses the 3-ball. And Wilfred Bellata with the rebound and the drive down the floor. Wants to go the full 94, and Kitchen comes in to swat it away. But that's something that Wilfred Bellata brings to the Simon Fraser team as a freshman, is the ability to rebound the basketball and start the break himself. He brings the size and the strength underneath, and the dexterity and the foot speed of a guard as well in the same package. Something to watch here for Clan basketball fans. Here he is again, Bellata. Drive and dish underneath the Singh, and a tough break for Simon Fraser. Can they buy a break? I don't think so. Tough one there for them, and that's going to be a foul against Bellata. Take a look at the Clan TV replay here as Bellata right down the floor. The great sweet dish underneath to Jazz Singh, but they call the offensive foul, and it's the 4th of the game against Wilfred Bellata. One of the top scorers in his freshman season. And talking with head coach Steve Hansen, as we mentioned in the pregame, putting up the numbers throughout heading into this game that would make him one of those GNAC Freshman of the Year candidates. There's not too many freshmen in this league that can come in and play 30 to 35 minutes a game. Great reverse underneath there by the Saints' Tavian Henderson. He's a sophomore. He's going to score the basketball for the visitors from Lacey, 61-38. Here's Rose. She takes it on the wing and battles. The strength there, too much for Caden Smith. And he's going to send Roche to the free throw line. Graham Miller now set the check in for this Clan basketball team. Roche to the free throw line. Simon Fraser, of course, a loss to Western Oregon before Christmas, and then coming back in Portland with a big win over Concordia to even their record at 1-1 heading into tonight. The Saints' march has been awfully tough to repel here today for Simon Fraser, barring a major comeback. The Clan would nonetheless still have an opportunity to be at 500 after the first 2 weeks of the season, if they can get by Seattle Pacific on Saturday. Of course, nobody thinking that right now. They are determined to just give their best here and see where it puts them against this great St. Martin's team. 61-40, the lead now back up to 21 points. Stanley back up top. Henderson for 3, and he's going to knock it down. Tavian Henderson knocks down the triple there. Drew Bryson now on the floor wearing number 24 for the Clan. Shot fake here from Othniel back up top to Bryson. Bryson looking for Miller, but it'll go up top now instead. Shot clock at 12. Still lots of time here for Provenzano. Down to 8 seconds here for Provenzano. Crossover, spin move, fading from the basket, and that is a tough shot to hit. Michael Provenzano knocks down a big one there for the Clan as he fades from the basket. Ooh, that looked like a travel that he get away with, but a kick back out to E.J. Boyce off the iron. Pinballs underneath the basket. Simon Fraser just cannot escape the referee's whistle. Graham Miller getting called for the foul. Jordan Mirakian wearing number 5 as well. Bongani Moyo number 13 set the check into this game. Take a look at the replay, and that is a tough shot. Michael Provenzano. Just an entire series of crossover moves and then a fading move and hitting a great shot there for Simon Fraser. So Jared Matthews draws the foul underneath. The foul being called against Drew Bryson of the Clan is first of the game. So Matthews checked in. Jared Matthews, 6'7", 210 pounds, a junior out of Bakersfield, California, via Blue Mountain Community College. One of the names you call off the bench here for head coach Alex Pribble's Saints, and what a great rotation of players. Yesterday, Steve Hansen as they get a loose ball, and yet I believe yet another foul. So Mir Kyung getting called for the foul there. And just going to say is Stanley steps up to the free throw line. Head coach Steve Hansen, we were chatting about this St. Martin's team, and he threw out the Golden State Warriors comparison just in terms of the guard combo they bring and the ability to play small with a mobile guy in the middle and 4 guys that can shoot the heck out of the basketball. Stanley steps up, knocks that one down. And it's been a display. 13:09 remaining. Few guarding Provenzano, this time from 17. Mike knocks down another one. Kadar Salam last season really demanded the basketball. Provenzano more of a facilitator, but as this Clan team morphs into a different group, Provenzano knows he's got to be a scorer, and he is a great shooter. There's Matthews, though, knocking down the jumper. So many weapons that nobody goes cold on this St. Martin's team, and you can't pay a higher compliment than that. They brought their game collectively as a group. As you look at the replay here, here's Provenzano, finds his spot from 18 and knocks it down. But when you've got so many shooters on a team, they all can't go cold at the same time. And this St. Martin's team has just shot, and you can't say it any other way. They shot the heck out of the basketball here tonight. Here's Bryson, looking for Singh, juggles, gets it back. One-on-one, under the turnaround move, and can't get that one to go. You notice the sharpness of Singh's elbows. If you try to guard him, you're gonna feel that, and that's part of his game. And I think something the rest of the GNAC will learn that is going to come. And that turnaround move is decisive by Singh. He can't get that one to fall. This time at the other end of the floor, Henderson thought he had the turnaround jump hook going. He couldn't get it to go. Provenzano pushes to Bryson, and Bryson, a great three-point shooter, finally gets one to go. If you find him regularly, maybe he hasn't hit enough of them yet in his young career for that to get onto the scouting reports, but he can knock down the triple. And he does it right there, 69-47 the score. Here's Matthews again. Hesitation, finds his way to the rim, can't get it to go, and the Clan with Mir Kyung in possession. Now back down the floor. Jordan, one of the few seniors on this Clan team. Here's Bryson. Dribble into traffic, wrap around Moyo. Quickly, Provenzano for 3. Mike wants it, can't find it. He's going to roll off the iron, but he is fouled. And 3 shots, I believe, are upcoming here. And the foul being called against Tavian Henderson. Take a look at the replay here as Provenzano skirts the ball down to Bryson, and Drew knocks down the big triple there. Drew Bryson, as this team improves, can be one of the guys that can be a real difference maker with his size and his shooting ability. Drew Bryson, a 6'3" freshman out of Arlington, Washington. 6'3", 180. And a redshirt last season. 69-47, look at the numbers and see that there are now 3 double-digit scorers on the ledger for St. Martin's. BJ Stanley with 17 points, including 12 of 12 from the free throw line. Amazing performance for BJ Stanley. He's been the man of the hour here for St. Martin's. 11 points as well for Chandler Reddix, and 10 points for Tavian Henderson off the bench. Take a look at those bench points right now, 17-7 in favor of St. Martin's. For the Simon Fraser Clan, leading the way with dual 11-point performances, Michael Provenzano and Othniel Spence. Provenzano has been effective, to say the least. He's been dogged by fouls at key times, but still is 4 of 5 from beyond from the field rather. Has hit a 3, is 2 of 2 from the stripe, 11 points as well. Spence on 3 of 10 shooting. They are the 2 Clan double-digit scorers, and Bellata with 9 points. Provenzano now with a chance to take over the team scoring lead here from the free throw line with 11:18 remaining. Simon Fraser's women go down to defeat at the hands of the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves tonight on the road in Alaska. Clan women under head coach Bruce Langford back in action Saturday in Fairbanks against the Alaska Nanooks. Of course, we here at Clan TV really anticipate the return of the Alaska teams to the West Gym. Always so great to play host to our Alaskan Lodge brothers and sisters here in the GNAC. Provenzano at the free throw line. View obscured by the officials and head coach Steve Hansen, but Provenzano, who had 3, is getting it done from the stripe right now. He cuts the deficit to 20 and knocks down the last one to make it 69-50. That's a 19-point deficit, of course, we mentioned. I believe it was a 19-0 start here to this game. A little bit sloppy there in the execution. Haven't seen a lot of that from St. Martin's, but Roche able to pick up the loose ball. Provenzano, now Kyung gets it back and plays some catch with Jordan outside. Bryson. Roche comes out high. Provenzano will oversee. Kyung now gets the post feed they want. They go right to the big man. And Roche able to lay it up and in, 69-52. If you're a Clan basketball fan, you're saying, gimme more of that. Julian Roche go to the basket one-on-one. Reddick's off his foot. It's going to go out of bounds, but that kind of night for the Clan. They will say St. Martin's basketball. And you can hear the Clan bench. We're right in front of the Simon Fraser Clan's bench, or right next to them here, courtside at the West Gym. So the sounds of the game here as a double team comes quickly. Great job there as Provenzano goes for the steal again. Just can't corral it before he goes out of bounds. Take a look at the replay here. Provenzano quickly as they find Julian Roche. Look at the big man going. That's a mismatch every time he touches the ball. Clan will refine those schematics throughout the year because Julian Roche can be a true difference maker here at the GNAC. There's another shot in close for Boyce. He puts a ton of arc on that shot and gets it to go. 71-52. So back out to 19 points. Bryson. Roche to Kyung. Jordan with a jumper there. Had a nice look at it, couldn't get it to go. And there's a lot of length on the floor right now in Bryson Roche and Kyung. Bongani Moyo as well out there. And they will knock down the shot there. What a shooting display the St. Martin Saints have put on today. Set to check in for the Clan for his first appearance of the game. It's going to be Michael Hannon, the 6'2 junior out of Spokane Valley. It'll be his first appearance of the game with 9:14 remaining. Here's Roche. Look at the footwork and the turnaround move from the big man. He gets the friendly roll. And Julian Roche, what a job he does for Simon Fraser to cut it to 20. Renix. Kitchen. Pivoting in the paint, kicking back up top to Stanley, and they will reassess here as Barlocker comes out to set a high screen. The dribble to the basket and knocking down the shot there is E.J. Boyce. He mimics the pistol in the holster after shooting that sweet jumper. Here's Moyle. Kyung sees the real estate, takes advantage of it, but can't score on that drive to the basket. A collision, ball to the Clan. Jumper for Moyo for 3, and Bongani Moyo knocks down the triple. Great job there for Moyo, showing no hesitation. Number 13 is an energy player. And that kind of offense, a nice bonus as Moyo knocks down the triple. Boyce Kitchen from distance, too strong. Mike with the rebound. Provenzano now to Kyung. Back up top, Bryson, NBA 3, can't get it to go. Tip drill underneath. Bongani Moyo's energy, you're seeing it right there. No foul called. Moyo competing hard for that loose ball, but doesn't come up with it. It's going to be BJ Stanley instead, with his team leading by 20. Reddix putting some moves on Bryson, kicks it back up top to Boyce. Cross court, Kitchen, shot clock down to 9 here for Stanley. Fading 3, and that's part and parcel of what you get from St. Martin's tonight. They are a team in a zone, simply feeding off the incredible basketball karma they have brought to Burnaby Mountain tonight. Great job underneath as they find the big man underneath, and Julian Roche will lay it up and in. Roche, not a huge factor early, but what a job he's done. Take a look at the replay here as they go charging inside for that loose ball. Moyo caused the collision, fades out for 3 and knocks it down for Simon Fraser. Nice job there from Bangadi Moyo. But it's just a testament to the St. Martin's team that whatever Simon Fraser throws at them, the answer is there. They built this lead early and they have maintained it the entire game. We've got 6:58 remaining. Howard Smurra here, Burnaby Mountain. Hope you're enjoying another basketball game from the GNAC, from the West Gym. Tip of the hat to everybody in our Clan TV crew. We thank you for your efforts here tonight. A lot of cameras in this gym. We try to bring you the feel of this game, and of course our producer Gabriel Lynn bringing you the sights and sounds of basketball on Burnaby Mountain, the Simon Fraser University Clan. Wherever you might be watching tonight, if you're in Lacey, anywhere around the United States or Canada, or perhaps around the world, tuning in to Division II NCAA men's basketball. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Some of the numbers we can let you know about. In this second half of play, St. Martin's is shooting 6 of 12 from beyond the arc, 50%. They are a machine. They shot 42%, 8 of 19 in the first half. They're shooting 6 of 12, 50% in the second half on the game. 14 of 31, 45.2% from downtown. And let's count up the players that have hit threes for this team. Well, the easiest way to tell you is Caden Smith, who's played 13 minutes, is the only guy on this team who has not hit a three. Jordan Kitchen, Rhett Barlocker, Chandler Reddix, BJ Stanley, EJ Boyce, Jared Matthews, well, we should say, well, actually, and Tavian Henderson, 2 of 2, all have hit threes. What a show of shooting the St. Martin Saints have brought north tonight. Here's Barlocker, wants to turn the corner against Moyo. And Mangani will have his foot speed tested there, as Barlocker tries to turn a corner, gains the advantage and gets to the free throw line. Again, let's look at that number as well, 18 of 22. Now, what we have failed to tell you, though, is how the Clan, who were getting virtually no trips at the start of this game, are 17 of 20 from the free throw line. Say what you want about the deficit right now, but this Clan team, which went down, I believe it was 19-0 to start this game, has played St. Martin's so tough since that stage that really they have not been able to go strictly with their bench in a game that looked like a blowout early. So kudos to Simon Fraser. They may not come away with a W today, but they are playing hard. Here's Mir Kyung for 3, knocks it down. JMK with a triple there, 82-62. Certainly not making any excuses for that opening quarter of play in which St. Martin's came out of a cannon. Simon Fraser just not ready for the pace and tempo that St. Martin's brought early, down to 6 minutes remaining. Drive to the basket off the window, and that's Reddix. Chandler Reddix with a drive to the basket there for the lay-in, 84-62. Simon wants 3 back, and they're going to get it there. Othniel Spence knocks down the triple. A big shot there for the Clan. You heard assistant coach John Curcio talking about how the fact that they would love to have gotten it down to single digits heading into the half. They came up just short of that. But what Simon Fraser needs to do here now and set a goal for themselves to finish within a number smaller than that earlier deficit that they opened the game with. And that can tell them that they're doing some right things here as they try to begin a winning culture here with Clan men's basketball. Here's a jumper from Spence, doesn't give up on it. Great rebound by Hannon. Sets up a three from Mir Keon. Oh, and Jordan misses that one. What a job by Hannon. He's come off the bench with tons of energy. He grabs the loose ball and they recycle the possession. Michael Hannon hadn't played until he came into the game in the second half, and he had some great energy there. Underneath Miller, and Graham Miller with a great job there. The garbage man underneath will take those two, and now it's down to 19 points. Look at the players on the floor right now, and the leading team, a nationally ranked team, and they are bringing starters in. They started with the ball right now in Reddix, another one in Barlocker, and Kitchen set to come in. So they simply cannot bring in the reserves en masse. Great job though to turn the corner and play it off the window. BJ Stanley, who's been another starter, so huge for the Saints team. But of course, Luke Chavez, their preseason conference GNAC player of the year, is not playing tonight. So imagine that. Here is a NBA three from Othniel that won't go, ripped away by Barlocker underneath, and Reddix now will bring it up. Under 4 minutes remaining. Provenzano and Balata set to check in for Simon Fraser, the next stoppage. Anderson back up to Stanley. For the first time, you see St. Martin's really content to milk the clock. The shot clock now down to 7. As Stanley cross court to Barlocker. Turnover and easy drive down the court for the lay-in. No quit in this Clan basketball team. And they will transfer this energy to Saturday night when Seattle Pacific comes a-calling. But a timeout on the floor right now with the Clan trailing by 19 points. Jordan Mir Keon getting the steal and the lay-in. Clan dance team now on the floor. A chance to look at a replay there as a drive and kick. Mir Keon will knock down the triple there. Senior out of Seattle with a nice job. Another look here as Mir Keon will give way to Spence. He'll doing a great job. I believe 14 now in the game for Spence, who's averaging 16.1 overall on the season. Looking for the dime there, doesn't get it. Miller able to put one home there for Simon Fraser. So the Clan, who trailed by as many as 26, they've never led in this game. St. Martin's largest lead at 26, down to 19 right now. If you've watched a lot of basketball, you know what garbage time feels like, and you really haven't had that sense tonight. Despite the large margin, Simon Fraser's energy has kind of carried the day here. It's made it entertaining for the fans who are watching a young program building. And as the St. Martin Saints, who have to play again on Saturday, down in Bellingham against Western Washington, you'd think coach and company would love to give some of their guys a rest, but look at the starters on the floor. E.J. Boyce, number 22. Kitchen, number 11. Reddix, number 5. And Stanley, number 20. So they have 4 starters on the floor right now with 3:15 remaining. And that's because of the energy and the respect they have for this Clan basketball team. Nice to see Hannon getting some minutes here for his effort from head coach Steve Hansen, but they are defending, trying to match athleticism with the Saints there. Gets called for the foul. So Reddix will get a couple here from the stripe. Seattle Pacific, a chance for the Clan to potentially earn a split of this weekend, but they're going to have to bring a game from opening tip. That certainly wasn't the case here tonight. It's interesting to note there was a buzz in the air here before this game that, hey, could there be an upset here? Could this Clan team with Julian Roche and a collection of great shooting guards get things done? Provenzano with a shot there. So much of it was going to depend on how quickly they were able to get out off the opening tip, not show intimidation, and marshal their forces, find the mismatches on the floor, and get things done that way. And a lot to expect against the team with the level of depth and talent that the St. Martin's team has. But exactly what couldn't happen, happened. And boy, I'll tell you, they sucked the wind out of the West Gym very early on in this basketball game. But since, I know it almost sounds funny to say, but the Clan have answered, literally answered every St. Martin's run from the first quarter on with good play of their own. Certainly the game's not based on 3 quarters, it's based on 4 quarters, but when you're a young team looking for an identity, and again, this Clan team was picked to finish last in the GNAC, as they have been for the last few seasons. Certainly this is not that type of a team this season. Certainly doesn't feel like it, and we're going to get to see as this season progresses. Clan almost turned the ball over there before they get to inbound it. Here's Provenzano, workman-like dribble, finding Othniel for 3, and Spence knocks it down. So Othniel Spence doing a great job there, continuing to provide the offense. 18 points the lead. Let's see how hard the Clan wants to play. Their size of their hearts will be determined by their level of tenacity over the final 220. And Coach Steve Hansen called it over Will Bellotta. A definitive pronouncement. Will, get over here. Provenzano now coming in for some instructions, getting ready off of this free throw from Reddix. And you do know that every second counts for this team. They will break down how they played down the stretch drive of this basketball game when it seemed completely out of reach, and remains that way right now as they make a free throw. How hard did you want it? How hard did you still play and not worry what the scoreboard said? And I think the Clan have done a lot of good things in that regard. What a great move. That's a freshman. He muscles his way in. I'll tell you, the same skill set in any other player, you're not going to make that shot until you're a junior in this conference. Wilfred Bellotta has the strength to power through as a freshman, make the lane, and get to the free throw line. That's a special, special player. 91-74, the 17-point lead here. Bellotta wants to cut it to 60. Ooh, too strong on the free throw. The rebound by Barlocker. And again, St. Martin's keeping their starters on the floor right to the bitter end here. 2 minutes remaining. Here's Stanley. Finding Boyce. Double team comes quickly. Almost get a trap and a steal, but they quickly move it around. Shot clock's down to 4. What a job defensively by the Clan. And they maybe put up one of their better defensive stands of this basketball game, and it comes in the final 2 minutes of play. St. Martin's certainly not with a level of desperation to make a basket, but Simon Fraser at the same time suffocating all avenues here from this Saints basketball team. Here's Provenzano behind the back. Pivoting, tough shot, fading, can't get that one to go, and a rebound by Barlocker. Now to Stanley, back up to Reddix, and he's going to get fouled by Hannon as he attempts to get their offense down the floor. 1:24 remaining. As we said, the travel partners will do a little switcheroo here. Seattle Pacific heads north for a Saturday game here at Simon Fraser University. It's going to be a 7 p.m. tip here on Clan TV. Hope you can join us. And for our fan base down in Lacey, these Saints will look to go 4-0 as we look at a replay. I think we're going to get a replay here. We do indeed, as Bellotta powers through. And that is a play not typical of a freshman in this conference. Great camera work by our Clan TV crew here. Bellotta now with the basketball, 1:21 remaining. Will drives his contact underneath as it's knocked away by Garlocker, number 15. Provenzano to skip underneath, and another power basket underneath from Bellata. Look at this, the Clan now within the 16. Pressure certainly creates a turnover and really is giving St. Martin something to think about here in the late going. Here's Bellata. Cross court, here Kiang to Provenzano, who's going to get tripped up by Stanley. And Mike on a one-on-one is going to get to the stripe here. 54.6 to go. 92-76 the score. This is a gutsy Clan team. Younger, less experienced versions of this Clan basketball team going down 19-0 to start a game. The fold would have been there. Provenzano can't get it to go. You need a gutsy group to believe that they can still salvage an intangible from a basketball game, and Simon Fraser has done that tonight here, although they are not going to win this basketball game. This St. Martin's team, to tell the locals in the Burnaby area or anybody in BC, you want to follow a basketball team this season outside of the mainstream, keep an eye on these St. Martin Saints and what they do over the course of the season, because they are so talented. 39.1 seconds remaining here. And that's Boyce at the free throw line. They're going to make them both. 94-76 is the score. It's at 18 points. January the 5th, you see it right there, 7 p.m. Join us again on Clan TV as Seattle Pacific, the Falcons, come north from Bellingham, where tonight they were scheduled to meet Western Washington. The Clan women, of course, are in Fairbanks on Saturday. Here's a long three from Bellata that's off the mark. The rebound down to 30 seconds, about a half-second difference between game and shot as we wind down the festivities. Certainly, Clan basketball faithful have seen a lot of losses over the NCAA era here at the West Gym, but not every loss is the same. Simon Fraser needs to grab the many teaching moments here tonight in a 94-76 deficit with 17 seconds left and come out fighting on Saturday. We'll see if that happens against Seattle Pacific. And a kick there, a three-pointer is off the mark. The rebound grabbed and scored by Marky Adams, the 6'9 sophomore to Forks, Washington. Clan put one up and that's going to do it. 96-76, it's 20 points. And that's the margin of victory here as St. Martin's comes through with a big victory over the Simon Fraser Clan. They go to 3-0 on the season. In the GNAC, the Clan fall under 500. They go to 1-2. The St. Martin's team comes to Burnaby Mountain. They extend the win streak to 8 games, and they improve to 10-1 on the campaign. Simon Fraser now 7-4 overall. But we got to say, a gutsy effort from this Clan team as head coach Steve Hansen and company get back to the drawing board and get ready for Saturday and Seattle Pacific. A shout out to everybody manning the cameras today and our Clan TV crew. Thank you again for your excellence, and thanks again as always to our producer Gabriel Lynn spinning the dials in and keeping us going on Clan TV. Howard Samura wishing you all a safe night. We'll see you again on Saturday right here on Clan TV.